Spin the wheel of justice. We team up with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office each week to help get wanted fugitives off the streets. Joining us right now, Chris Hancock with JSO. No captures, Chris, but we do have a new face here on the wheel in our featured spotlight.
Absolutely, we sure do. Philip Leander Bellamy, 5/28 of 1980. He's wanted for conspiracy to traffic in a controlled substance. He's got a $500,000 bond, 5'10", 240 pounds, and his last known address was in the 2800 block of Webster Street, 32254.
All right, let's go ahead and spin the wheel. If you want to check out all these faces, they will be posted on news4jax.com later today. In the meantime, if you see any of these people on the street, call the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office or Crime Stoppers. Give you that number coming up. And the wheel stops on Mr. Belcher.
Joshua David Belcher, 1/28 of 1985. He's wanted for battery, domestic, and strangulation, false imprisonment. He has no bond, 6'2", 180 pounds. His last known address was in the 1900 block of North Market Street, 32206.
So perhaps somebody's seen him or the person in the featured spotlight. If so, we'll have a capture to tell you about next week. Again, if you see one of these suspects, call Crime Stoppers. You could be eligible for a reward, and they don't disclose who you are. That's Crime Stoppers number, 866-845-TIPS. Chris, thank you. It's a pleasure always.
Thank you.
A local charter school might be closed down because it didn't make the grade. We'll tell you which one and also why the principal says it's going to stay open. We'll be right back.
Burke and Chevy of McLean.
Covering Clay County, a charter school is likely to close after 2 consecutive F grades. That's according to the Florida Times-Union.
Orange Park Performing Arts Academy received back-to-back failing scores, and the superintendent is reportedly planning to notify parents that that school will likely close. We talked with the principal, though, and says that the school is appealing the grades, hoping that it can stay open. But a letter from the school district indicates that it will not be pursuing that appeal. Well, kids spend a lot of time on their iPads, on their tablets, their cell phones, but are they actually helping your kids learn, or is it just entertainment?
At 7, what parents can do to help kids use technology to their advantage.
First birthday is...
A tragic accident at the Ohio State Fair. A ride malfunctions, an entire row of seats snapping off while in motion. A teenager killed, several others in critical condition. What we've learned about safety inspections performed on that ride.
Getting tough on texting, what one Florida lawmaker says needs to be done to end distracted driving.
New overnight, caught on camera, Justin Bieber accidentally crashes into a photographer. The singer stays by the man's side until help arrives.
Toddlers and touchscreens. Does the technology actually help them learn? The one thing parents can do to make sure their kids are using tablets to their advantage.
Angelina Jolie sharing new information about her health. The actress is battling Bell's palsy. A look at the signs and the symptoms, plus which other celebrity has gone through the very same thing.
Escape Act. 3 inmates record themselves breaking out of a California jail, rappelling down the side of the building, and hiding out during an intense manhunt.
We had a duffel bag and a backpack full of stuff.
How police managed to track them down.
Live from WJXT, the morning show starts now.
Looking live outside right now, grab that umbrella and prepare for more rain this afternoon. It's already raining in some areas, in fact. Good morning, everyone. Another day of summer stores ahead of us.
Yep, it's kind of gray out there, and they'll be mostly gray throughout your day. Showers off and on, depending where you are. Rich has the timeline coming up. First, though, the State Fair in Ohio will open this morning, even though all the rides have been shut down by the governor. A person died yesterday when a ride literally broke apart in midair. 7 people were hurt, in addition to the 1 person who was killed.
Nikki's joining us now. Nikki, this is just, because you know how often you want to go to these kinds of things with your kids.
I mean,
it's terrifying.
Worst nightmare. Because, you know, I mean, you look at these rides and you think about it, especially as a parent, you know, is this safe? Could that thing fly off? And then when it does, it impacts not just this fair, but fairs, I mean, really, around the country, because who wants to get on the ride once you see that this truly can happen? So here's the thing, after the crash, a part of the ride, it just flies off, people screaming, people thrown to the ground, and there are so many questions this morning that just remain unanswered because police say the ride passed all of its inspections. Hours after the 2017 Ohio State Fair started, it suffered the worst disaster in its history.
It's kind of hard to imagine that you have family that goes to a state fair and those calls come that there was a terrible accident, a terrible tragedy, and somebody you love was involved.
A ride at the fair called the Fireball malfunctioned, and an entire row of seats snapped off while in motion.
I heard a girl scream help, and I look over and I seen something fly out. And then I seen it slap to the ground.
The whole cart broke off, about 4 of them in it.
One man was killed, 7 others were injured. 3 of those who survived are in critical condition.
They're all in an intensive care unit, being closely monitored and receiving active interventions with physicians at the bedside.
Ohio Governor John Kasich ordered all the rides to be shut down as additional safety inspections will be performed on them. No word yet on what caused the malfunction.
We will get to the bottom of this. We will investigate it. There will be complete transparency.
Inspectors say the Fireball was checked earlier in the day and there were no red flags.
My grandchildren ride this equipment, so our guys do not rush through this stuff. We look at it, we take care of it, and we pretend it's our own.
The 12-day fair will be open for its scheduled run. So a California ride similar to the ride in Ohio that malfunctioned is also closed this morning. No indication of a problem, but it was shut down as a precaution because it was made by this same company, Bruce and Jen, and they just want to check it out.
All right, Nick, thank you. A group of 10 Republican and Democratic governors calling on Senate leaders to begin bipartisan work to overhaul the Affordable Care Act.
So in a letter released late last night, the governors urged senators, particularly top Republican Mitch McConnell, to set aside what they call a, quote, flawed bill. They're asking that they work with them to make health care more affordable and available for every American.
Governors also rejected the notion of a pared-down bill, warning it would increase premiums and lead to fewer Americans with coverage. Protests across the country following President Trump's decision to ban transgenders from serving in the military. This is from San Francisco. Hundreds filled the streets.
Rise up, resist! Rise up, resist! Rise up, resist!
And that was the protest in Times Square, New York. People holding signs reading, "We object and resist." Pentagon has not said if the Defense Secretary James Mattis agreed with the president's stand.
The decision is based on a military decision. It's not meant to be anything more than that.
The White House and Pentagon have not said how and when a ban will be implemented. A Florida lawmaker wants to end distracted driving in the Sunshine State by increasing the penalty for texting while you're behind the wheel.
State Representative Emily Schlossberg says that making texting while driving a primary offense will reduce the number of traffic deaths. Channel 4's Allison Hennings joining us now live. Allison, what do drivers think about this proposal?
Well, several drivers that we spoke with say a ban on texting while driving was needed years ago.
You value your life for a $500 to $1,000 phone. When you lose your life for a text, it can wait.
Truck driver William Rockefeller says dodging distracted drivers on the road is a battle he fights every day.
Aggravates me because they're not paying attention, and then they cut me off and slam on the brakes, and I can't go anywhere because they panicked and they're about to pass their exit because they're texting, run off the road, and run me off the road, and nothing I can do about it.
Right now, Florida drivers are only cited for texting while driving if they're pulled over for some other offense, like speeding. But State Representative Emily Schlossberg wants to change the law where drivers are ticketed for texting while driving the first time they're seen holding their phones at the wheel.
They're endangering their lives. It's worse than drunk driving.
Rockefeller says he thinks a ban on texting and driving is needed and would hopefully make the roads safer.
I wish they could make them all sit in the seat of this and go for a ride, just a 100-mile ride, to see how dangerous it is to be texting and driving.
And Schlossberg's resolution did pass in Boca Raton this week, and I spoke with her on the phone yesterday, and she tells me she's hoping to pass resolutions in all 67 Florida counties. We're live this morning. Allison Henning, Channel 4, the local station.
Be prepared for a longer wait when you pass through airport security. TSA has a new requirement.
Yeah, all electronics larger than a cell phone need to be taken out of your bag and then put into a separate bin. That includes iPads, e-readers, laptops. TSA says that it wants to get a better look at these devices because of an increased threat of terrorists hiding bombs inside of them. This new rule has been tested at about 10 airports across the country. During the next few weeks, though, it will be extended to all airports. Now, new overnight, the moment Justin Bieber accidentally runs over photographers caught on camera.
This happened as the singer was leaving a church event in Beverly Hills. Photographers were scrambled around his truck, and when he tried to pull away, he hit one.
What can we do?
Heal him, bless him, Lord.
Call the ambulance. What do you need? Get out the way, man.
Healing, Lord.
3 hours.
Healing.
It's all good. Is there anything we can do to help?
Bieber stayed by the man's side for about 10 minutes until paramedics and police got there. He spoke with police officers before leaving the scene. He was reportedly not ticketed and eventually got a ride home from a friend. The photographer is expected to be okay. Angelina Jolie sharing new information about her health. In an interview with Vanity Fair, she revealed she was diagnosed with Bell's palsy last year. It's a type of temporary facial paralysis.
Melanie's joining us now. Mel, this isn't the first time the actress has spoken openly about her health.
Yeah, for many different reasons. And her point is she really does want people to be educated. So you'll remember back in 2013, Jolie underwent a double mastectomy after testing positive for the gene that puts women at risk of developing breast and ovarian cancer. And then in 2015, she had her ovaries and fallopian tubes removed. Now she is sharing new information about her health. Bell's palsy. It affects 40,000 Americans every year. It is a temporary facial paralysis that comes from damage or trauma to the facial nerves. It causes an interruption in the messages the brain sends to the muscles in your face, which can result in one side of the face drooping. So blinking, smiling, raising your eyebrows, even taste sensations can be affected. Jolie isn't the only celebrity who has had to deal with this disorder. George Clooney revealed back in 2006 that he suffered from Bell's palsy for about 9 months during high school. He says he was a teenager when milk dribbled out of his mouth at lunch, and he feared the worst. Now, mild cases go away on their own within a couple of weeks, but if symptoms continue, it can be treated with pain relievers or steroids to reduce swelling. Bruce Jen, back to you.
Thank you, Mel. We've learned 2 Utah couples leaving on vacation were killed when their small plane crashed on a highway. This morning, the FAA is investigating.
Yeah, investigating why the plane went down about a half-mile from the airport after takeoff. So the plane landed on the highway, as you can see here, bringing traffic to a stop. Witnesses say they had to swerve to miss hitting flying debris. No one on the ground was hurt. Now, it is 10 minutes after 7 o'clock this morning. Back in business after being closed for more than a decade. The Palms Fish Camp on Heckscher Drive is back open, ready to make a splash.
But getting to this point was anything but smooth sailing. Channel 4's Ashley Harding joins us live from the restaurant with a look at the history and what the business is doing to stand out. Ashley.
Yes, Bruce and Jen, good morning. The Palms Fish Camp was a very popular restaurant for decades, but you know what? Some issues came up when the city took it on as its property, and issues with between the owners and potential operators came up. They were in and out of court for many years. This went on for a long time. In fact, the property was vacant for many years, but the new owners are thankful to be back in the neighborhood and ready to welcome new customers. The relaunched Palms Fish Camp on Heckscher Drive has been open for about 2 weeks. The word is getting out online and on social media, and folks are lining up. Attorney Mark Hardesty is one of the new owners.
I've been out here to witness, you know, it coming down and then going up and then staying vacant, and now this, it's like really a rebirth.
A rebirth 15 years in the making. This all started when the city bought the property back in 2002. Over the years, there were conflicts between the city and the operators. The building was torn down. Then construction started years later with a new operator. But again, the parties went to court. Fast forward to last year. Hardesty and his partners stepped in, agreeing to finish the building.
This was an opportunity for us, being in our own neighborhood, that we wanted to make sure that this was a place that was a neighborhood place that was friendly.
Right on the water, you can enjoy the tiki bar and take in a great view. Inside, you'll find local artwork on the wall, an open kitchen, plenty of dishes to choose from. Something else cool about the Palms Fish Camp is it has its own docks. People ride up in their boats, their jet skis, tie them up, head inside to dinner. Hardesty says even though it's still early, the response from the community has been great. And the Palms Fish Camp is right here on Heckscher Drive on Clapboard Creek, just to give you a better idea of where the location is. Now, Mark Hardesty says he's gotten good feedback from people who've patronized the restaurant several years ago. Remember, this had been around for many decades before it shut down. He says he could not be happier about that. We're live this morning. Ashley Harding, Channel 4, the local station.
That deck's looking pretty inviting right now.
Isn't it?
Maybe later today, not so much. And here's the other thing, the yellow flag that is, you can't see the flags here, but we can still see the umbrellas. But the yellow, that's Imperial, a Costa Rican frosty malt beverage. Right. I also saw Corona.
I love that.
I saw Corona and I saw
talk about the
Yingling.
weather. Yeah, I'm checking out their beer selection.
I hope that the taps match the umbrellas there.
That's our boy.
That'll make for a oh, we just lost a video. That'll make for fantastic viewing, dining, and of course fun. Let's have Clapper
keep
Creek
the rain off of you this afternoon.
If we could keep the rain off of you, but listen, underneath the umbrella is where you might want to be.
That's where I'm going with that.
Outside right now, cloudy, foggy, hazy conditions. Downtown St. Augustine, downtown Jacksonville, continuing over the airport and northward. That view from downtown makes it look just that much hazy, that much more hazy. And we saw visibility slip down to, at one point, a half a mile here this morning. Let's go to the radar. Still tracking, zooming, and watching some downpours coming through. There's the line that we continue to watch as it moves northward along 201. This is going to get out near the Callahan Middle School and Dial as we get from Callahan to Dial here, 7:33, about a 15-minute window, and then about a 20-minute window as it moves to Dial. And then what I've done here is I've grabbed the individual pockets with the heaviest rainfall out near Thalman and Poplarville as we get closer to about 7:24 this morning. And just to the north of that, this will lead over 25 and out near the Altamaha Park and let's see, Union Church and Aiken Church, if you know where those are. Not much to track out on the islands or even into Boys Estates and into the airport here, as it's just round after round after round of seeing the wet weather. So let's swap the gears here. What I've just done, taking you back 24 hours into those rainfall totals. And look at these, 3.5, 3.7, 3.5 to the south. All of these numbers were being shown yesterday on the model that we use is with the number. And in some cases, and I had it in the reports yesterday, locally heavy amounts in the 3 to 5 inch range and then some, not out of the question. And that's what we saw just to the north of Darien. So let's expand the view, and the models again did a great job showing the potential for the heavy wet weather. And yesterday, if you read the reports that we send out, I had between 1 and 3 inches of rain with those locally heavier amounts, and all of that came around here and shaped up where we had it. So this is our live radar. I want you to see where the downpours are and where the heavy wet weather continues. Going to switch the gears again, go to the model data inside of the radar, and you see that it picks up where our stuff sets. So if you've got the umbrella handy this morning, fantastic. Don't put it away. Don't be lulled into this here, this 11 o'clock, 12, up to about 1 where things will get quiet. By the time we hit 2 o'clock and that sea breeze interaction starts to form, we'll see those showers and storms beginning to erupt once again and into that forecast continuing with widespread rainfall. I said Jack's down to a half mile at one point. That's back into Jacksonville at JAA. And as you move over to Baldwin, you've seen your visibility slip from 1.5 miles to just 0.8 of a mile. 5 now for Fernandina Beach, and we've got 8 there for Arlington. Upper 70s continue anywhere from the light south winds to the calm conditions. Rain, coastal areas this morning, some downpours moving along I-95, and that's where we could see some of the heaviest of our thunderstorms this afternoon near that 95 corridor, bringing up what could be the localized flooding. Temperatures across the board, it's 70s. They continue with the cool pocket here near Lake City. So let's take you through your forecast. I just showed you one of the batches there. But this, and all of the models do the same thing, a quiet time between, say, 11, 11:30, lunchtime, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock brings the active weather back into the mix, and that will continue through that 4 and 5 o'clock ride as that low continues to swirl. Now, what we'll see late Thursday and into Friday is that low finally begins to lift, and that brings up at least a little bit of improvement, and we'll say Friday and Saturday giving us breaks in the action, not completely widespread. I showed you some of the rainfall totals, and I think this looks good for where we sit here. I was showing you the 5 and then those 3+ inches. So as we move this through your timeline, now we're at 3 o'clock. This is where we get back into the wet weather. You've got almost 5 inches with the potential here to see 1 to 2 inches in and around Duval County and continuing southward. 89 degrees here for today. Southwest winds become southeast, sea breeze, an unsettled pattern, that mid-level low, all of that combines for what will be widespread wet weather. The heaviest stuff looks like it'll be closer to I-95. So the 50-50 is the start of our Friday. Waking up again with morning showers and downpours. That number drops throughout the afternoon and evening, and then we'll start off Saturday looking pretty good. 30% is the buildup for the daytime highs, with that 60% offering, doubling up the rain on Sunday. 18 minutes after 7. Crystal, how are the roadways?
Now, here's Keith Pearson Toyota Time Saver Traffic.
We're still tracking some of that fog over on the north side and parts of the west side. If you're traveling near Nassau County, that's using US 1 or US 301 in Callahan, that's where I'm seeing most of the dense fog. You're also going to see that low visibility out on I-10 US 90. This is from 295 all the way towards Baldwin, parts of McClenny, especially near US 301. That's when you need to leave that extra space between you and the vehicle in front of you. There is a crash out there right now. It's on the north side, I-95 northbound at Dunn Avenue. It's off to the side. All lanes are open, and I'm not spotting any delays as a result. Just make sure you give those troopers plenty of space so they get everything cleared as quickly as possible. Taking that I-10 fly heading eastbound from 295 over towards the downtown area, you're looking like you're starting to see some of those rush hour delays from Lane Avenue over to Cassett, and that's when traffic gets really tight all the way down to the I-95 split. Allow 8 minutes from 295 over to I-95. And here's a live look with the DOT cameras once you get over to the Fuller Warren Bridge. If you're heading north or southbound on I-95, things are getting a little tight here heading southbound towards the San Marco area. But other than that, looks like you got plenty of room to move around. That was your Keith Pearson Toyota Time Saver Traffic. Bruce, Jen.
Well, we're just weeks away from the start of the school year, and now students can charge their cell phones using their backpacks.
Can you imagine? I know my son's going to be excited about this. So how the new technology uses solar power. Plus, looking live right now at Everbank Field today, first day of Jags training camp.
What's going to happen under Coach Doug Marrone? First, though, is all the tech out there really helping your little ones learn? You can help toddlers make the most of their screen time next.
Important local news from your neighborhood. News 4 Jax is the local station. Mo or No is sponsored.
Average 2-year-old in the U.S. spends 2 hours each day in front of a screen, whether it's computer, TV, smartphone, or tablet.
So, but are touchscreens a good tool for early learning, or are they just entertainment? Nikki's joining us now. Nikki, there's some new research that parents of toddlers should hear.
And I'm going through this right now because Brady will take it and sometimes watch just YouTube videos, and now we're saying only games. And I do feel like he's really learning from some of these games. But here's the thing: technology and toddlers, well, you know, as you know, it's a big topic of discussion. And there's this new report that says it's not the amount of screen time, but it is the way that that time is spent that is most important.
2-year-old Adam Wengradis is always on the move.
He's very physical.
And curious about everything he can get his hands on, which is one reason Adam's mom was hesitant at first to introduce electronics.
We were afraid that once it starts, he's never going to want to put the device down. But yeah, I can see a lot of benefits.
Funny, isn't it? Rachel Barr is a Georgetown University developmental psychologist and an expert in learning and memory in young children. She says touchscreens provide significant opportunity for learning.
But we need to help them bring that information into the real world.
Barr studied 50 15-month-old infants and their mothers. The moms were given a real object, something like a rattle, and an image of that object on a touchscreen. The moms had 5 minutes to teach their babies that the toy worked in real life the same way it worked on the touchscreen tablet.
Wow, what is she doing?
Barr found that children were 19 times more likely to succeed if an adult was helping them make that connection.
Remember to interact with their child while they're using that kind of media.
Barr says it's important for parents to help their children learn from touchscreens and treat them like books.
When they're reading books, they don't really expect their children to read by themselves or to figure out the content by themselves.
You're making green now? Okay.
Learning language while still having fun.
Professor Barr advises parents to think of the 3 C's when it comes to tablet use: the child's age, the content they're watching, and the context. Barr says in order to help kids learn from technology, make sure to share the experience with them. So if you're playing those games, it might help them a little bit more.
All righty, Nick, thank you. Positively Jax, your chance to help students start the school year off on the right foot. Our Kicks for the Kids shoe drive is in full swing.
All right, so you can help by donating new and gently used shoes for a child in kindergarten through high school. We do have a collection box right here at Channel 4, so come by, say hi, along with all one-to-one financial and First Place Sports locations as well. If you can't make it here to the station, you can find those addresses under the Positively Jax page on our website, newsforjax.com. You can donate shoes through August 3rd, and then the big shoe giveaway itself is Sunday the 6th. Last year, 1,200 pairs of shoes were given away in just the first few hours. Today, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office will be testing out its new shot spotter technology in Northwest Jacksonville.
So the devices are used to detect gunfire. Police won't tell us the exact location that they'll be testing the devices, but officers will be firing real gunshots. TSO wants neighbors to be aware, so if you feel unsafe, just give police a call. Carjacked by a suspected bank robber, and now she is telling her side of the story.
And that's all I kept screaming was, I'm dead. I'm dead. Bullets are flying out. Bullets are flying in.
So the chase ended with an officer shot and, of course, the suspect dead. The woman driving the car explains what happened. Bus.
Stocks start the day at record highs and a backpack that can power your smartphone. I'm Jane King. I'll have those stories coming up.
And I'm told, look at that, there's a wedding that's going on. Or is it a
maybe a photo
shoot?
Sure.
I don't know. Well, I hope the rain holds off for them. And I hope the lighting conditions are everything they need to get the pictures that'll last them a lifetime.
Oh, she is beautiful. Let's hope that wedding, if it is happening today, happens a little earlier, considering the fact that showers are in the forecast this afternoon. Richard will break down the forecast next.
This golden opportunity.
You're watching Channel 4, the local station. Live with Jennifer Waugh, Bruce Hamilton, Melanie Lawson, Nikki Kimbleton, Stacy Spanos, Time Saver Traffic with Crystal Moyer, and the Weather Authority forecast with Richard Nunn. The morning show continues.
So we just saw that bride out on Jack's Beach. You know, I hope the weather conditions are good enough that she gets some great pictures, because it's not the prettiest of days.
It's not. What do you think, Rich?
I was thinking that I remember hearing somebody, there's something called the golden hour, and I think that's closer to sunset, but these overcast days, they reduce shadowing. And so I know when we were doing one of our shoots, actually, they were kind of excited that it was going to be gray and overcast. So maybe, you know, the backdrop's not going to be as blue water beautiful as you'd want, but the subjects should be in focus and not have a lot of the weird light cast on them. So they may come out to be cherished items. Let's take you inside, and just to the west of the beltways, we continue to track some downpours moving along 301, US 90, I-10, Verde. Baldwin just starting to clear out, but we've got it out near the middle school here at Callahan, Nassau Village, Dial, as we were tracking earlier, Mount Olive Church, and out to the wildlife area here for Nassau County, and then Italia. And to the north, and we were tracking just some of the heavy stuff, and we did track it to Georgetown and into Salter. This will continue to skirt Thalman and out toward Bella Vista with more and more of this coming. We'll pick the story up there and take you into the forecast. But there you go, back out to the beaches, looking at the folks out there. See, that's the other thing that'll make for a great surf shot, is you'll have some of the beachgoers there in the background as they get ready to click their pics. You got 77 degrees on the beaches right now. South wind at 3, and if you're picking a dry time, now is it for the beaches. Visibility down to that half at the airport. It also looks like we'll be about the same, not much better at Baldwin at 0.8 of a mile. And then it's 8 miles at Arlington, slipping down to 5 for Fernandina. 70s continue. These are widespread, whether you're there on the beaches in your wedding gown or all the way inland, Homerville, Jones Island, finding those 70s there as well. Into the forecast. 70s give way to the 80s, shy of our seasonal trend. And while we might see that little quiet spot here between, say, lunchtime and up to 1 o'clock, it's shortly thereafter, 2 o'clock and beyond, where we grow to that 60 and 70% chance. But here's the real question, to mow or not to mow. With all that rainfall that we've seen, if you were one of the areas that picked up large amounts, then no, I wouldn't go out there. It's going to be all wet. This afternoon, showers are on the return, so no, if you do have to mow, it looks like early Saturday or early Sunday would be your best bet before those showers and storms are on the return. We'll have more of your forecast coming up in 10 minutes. Right now, let's check in with John and your Gone Gauge.
The Gone Gauge once again showing today. Richard, last night, Journey played over at Daly's Place in the light rain. Hopefully tonight, Lady Annabelle will be okay. Make it a 7 this weekend, Friday, tomorrow, and Saturday. The drier days of the next 7. Head to the beach while you can. Watch out for those storms in the afternoon. We'll make it an 8. Pretty great. Mark's back at 4. I'll see you tonight at 5.
It's gloomy, it's raining, and we're seeing still a lot of fog out there on the west side. So just make sure you allow plenty of time throughout the day, especially right now if you need to head out to get to work or maybe to run some errands. Along I-10 and US 90 near Baldwin, you're going to see some slick roads as well as low visibility due to the fog. On the north side, we're still following that wreck along I-95 northbound at Dunn Avenue. It looks like the fog came rolling into that area of town as well. So just make sure you low beam it up if you need to in some of those areas with dense patchy fog. On the west side, those rush hour delays continue between Cassett Avenue and the downtown area. It's going to take about 30. You're going to be moving at 31 miles per hour between Cassett Avenue and the I-95 split. Closer to Roosevelt, you're moving at 27 miles per hour. Here's your drive times heading downtown. Along I-95 from 295, it's going to take you about 17 minutes. If you're on I-10 eastbound from 295 over to the downtown area, allow 8 minutes. Now heading over to the east side of town, maybe you're heading towards the beaches. Beach Boulevard just west of St. John's Bluff. Looks like it's pretty clear. Not seeing any delays there. You see those birds perched there. Just taking a look at those drivers out there on the road. That's pretty cool. And we'll be continuing to keep you updated with your next Keith Pearson Toyota Time Saver Traffic. Bruce, Jen.
Crystal, thank you. Checking on Money Matters. There's a new backpack. It'll charge your cell phone. And stocks again smashing records.
And Jane King's joining us now live from the NASDAQ with those stories and more in this morning's Money Matters report. Hey, good morning to you, Jane. So we saw more records fall for stocks yesterday. What is going on?
It seems like every day, Bruce and Jen, there's something that's propelling us higher. So yesterday, the Federal Reserve left interest rates unchanged, kind of indicated it would probably be December before they make any change there. And we had good earnings, especially Boeing. Boeing stock at a record high. So the Dow did close at a record 21,711. The NASDAQ and S&P hit record highs during the day, didn't close there. We're looking higher this morning. Could be more records today. We'll see.
And airline tickets just hit a new low, except on the flights that I want.
Of course. Well, exactly. That's what I was going to say. It doesn't feel like it to me, but apparently the people who study these things say this is good news for travelers. The average ticket price in the first quarter, $352. These are domestic flights. That is inflation adjusted. Of course, it's the lowest since 1995. That's when the Bureau of Transportation Statistics started measuring this. A year ago, it was $370. One-way trip fares averaged $256, all record lows since at least the past, 20 years or so.
So what's going on with Disney shutting down its vacation savings program?
Yeah, well, there was low participation. I got to be honest, I didn't even know this existed. The Disney Vacation Account Program started in 2013. It allowed travelers to store money in an account to save up for a Disney vacation. Now, Disney gave users $20 for every $1,000 in the account. Users do have until September 27th to book a Disney vacation or get a refund. In the meantime, there's no new accounts that will be accepted.
So you're hiking in the woods. You've been using your cell phone and your GPS, checking on Facebook. Your battery's dead. There's no place to plug in. Aha! There's a new way to charge your phone.
Great idea, right? This new backpack can charge your smartphone using solar power. It's called LifePack the Hustle. That is the name of this backpack. The creator says it has a solar-powered charging bank. It sits in a pocket. It can be taken out. You can lay it flat on a surface wherever you are, making it easy to recharge on the go. Now, it does come in 4 colors. It's available for $129 to $149.
All right, so is it going to store all of my son's books that he needs, though, for school? Because I swear his backpack's like 50 pounds.
Well, I know. I was wondering that too. I saw a little picture of it. It looks like kind of a small, thin book. Not sure the weight of it, but but it's not all that big.
Yeah,
so
maybe not for school-age kids.
No.
All right, thanks, Jane. Appreciate it. Darn. All right, a state representative is concerned that your tax dollars are not being spent wisely.
Representative Joe Gruher sent a letter to the Duval County School Board pushing for an audit of the district's spending and budgetary practices. The district's believed to have overspent its authorized budget by $21 million this past school year.
The state performs audits on the district every 3 years, but Representative Grutter says that he feels that this situation is urgent and cannot wait until the next audit cycle. Board members tell News4JAX that they unanimously voted to request an independent audit, and they did that last week, as we reported earlier this week. So this morning, we are hearing from a woman who says that she was carjacked and forced to drive in a high-speed chase that involved police on the west side.
It ended in a shootout that left a police officer hurt and a bank robbery suspect dead. Tara Carter was sitting on her porch Tuesday when she says Michael Harris walked up, demanded she get in the car and drive him. And that's when that chase began. During that time, Harris fired shots out the car's back window.
Now, Carter says all she could think about was just staying alive.
It happens so fast, and then it's also in slow-mo, and all you can think about is survival and what's next. Oh man, that's all I kept screaming was, I'm dead. I'm dead. Bullets are flying out. Bullets are flying in. He originally started firing out the window. When he turned that barrel to fire out my back glass, I seen down that thing, and I just seen my life. I just seen my life. And then when it still didn't go, and they're firing back in, I'm dead. I'm dead, because they're not biased. They're going to shoot anybody to get what they want. I'm primed. I'm driving. And they're going to stop me to stop my car, right? Right? That's where my mind is. I'm tall. There's no, it's an itty-bitty car.
So the pursuit ended when the car crashed. Officers shot Harris as he got out of the car, still shooting. He died at the scene. The man was a 3-time convicted felon.
He was a suspect as well in 2 recent bank robberies. As for Officer Jeremy Mason, who was shot, he is expected to be okay. New video shows the moments 3 men broke out of a jail. They documented their escape. So how did they hide during a manhunt? They documented that too.
Yeah, wait till you see the video next.
Closed captioning is...
See this newly released video. It was made by inmates who escaped from a Southern California jail. Yeah, they documented it. 3 men broke out in January of last year, and they're now back behind bars.
Right, but they used a cell phone that they somehow snuck into the jail. Adam Niari documented the moment that he and 2 others escaped. It's about 10 minutes long, the video. He records himself squeezing into the plumbing system tunnels. They eventually reach the roof, taking selfies before rappelling down the side of the building.
We had a duffel bag and a backpack full of stuff. Bundles, hundreds of feet of high-grade industrial ropes, practically a toolbox.
So from there, the video shows the road trip north and the kidnapping of a taxi driver. Police say 2 of the inmates got into a fight over whether they should kill the driver, but they say that the man kept them calm the entire time.
You know, we were so grateful he decided to help us. This man is truly a hero.
So one of the men eventually released the unharmed taxi driver and turned himself in. Niari and the other man hid out in a stolen van during an intense manhunt. Days later, a witness spotted the van, though, and called police. The sheriff's office says it's using this new video that we showed you earlier in its investigation.
Some encouraging economic news. It has to do with Florida's housing market. Sales are up, median prices are up, and the number of new listings up. Just got the latest housing data from Florida Realtors. Sales rose 4.3%. Prices are up almost 9%. The median price is about $245,000, and the number of new listings increased more than 4%. So what do you make of this if you're in the home buying or selling market? Well, the realtors I talked with say that buyers have to be ready to act quickly because the market is tight and houses are selling quickly. Translated, see a property you like, be ready to make a competitive offer. Jen.
Thank you, Bruce. It is about 16 minutes before 8 o'clock on this Thursday. Friday's right around the corner, it feels like, right? You're looking live right now through our St. Augustine camera at Flagler College. You know, it's just gray and hazy out there, Rich.
It is gray and hazy, and in some cases it's gray and wet. So we're talking about southeast Georgia and even near McClenny, moving northward as the radar continues to light up. Not as vibrant, but now edging closer to the airports. That's where you are getting ready to take off for your travel destinations. Maybe it's a work meeting. You see it all around the radar site here. So you've got the light rain around JAA with what was that big red area here that continued to move through McClenny, Baldwin. It's out near Cecil Commerce now and into Camden. So let's move on over to the glove. Let's drop this here to the south. Turn back on that glove. Try it again. All right, it's on. There we go. And then we'll pick up our tracker tool here. And what we'll do is we'll just go to the fan with some of the lighter stuff. as it will move just to the bulk load of it anyway, just to the west of the airport. Cary and Nassau Village will continue to see some of these light bouts of rainfall coming through. Expand the view. Now, as we go to the north here, these are some old tracks that we had. We still have these big colors coming up and sitting right over top of the church. You got a aerial flood warning now as we watch, and this, I was just commenting on that last time, is that this has just been one round after the next of heavy wet weather. So if you're out near the First African Church or south here of 82, there's areas where you are going to see, and that's what we had in the forecast yesterday and continue that this morning. And I've got it along and near I-95, and there we go with what are already popping up as some of those flooding issues. I'm surprised we haven't seen them out here, as we saw some big rainfall totals coming through out to the coastal zone. So as we were looking into this area, so there's 99, we'd have to go a little bit further south, but 3.7 inches when we put that into track, 3.5 near Darien. And to the north of Darien, almost 6 inches, 5 3/4 basically inches of rainfall. So as we expand the view, we'll see that we did have a couple of more of those deeper pockets, but on average we said 1 to 3 inches. We got that width in southeast Georgia where that focal point was setting the locally heavy rainfall totals. So I bring this to a pause, and now we'll switch gears. It's still the radar, but we've switched it over to what will be the forecast here for today, and you can see that we may see more of those flood warnings posted in southeast Georgia. As you've got a longer duration, you're still going to get a break. It's short-lived, much like what we'll find here in our Florida zones. About 2 o'clock, here comes that sea breeze kicking in, and with the sea breeze, we'll get into the chance for showers and storms. Your forecast starts with fog and visibility issues here for parts of Duval County, 5 to 8 to the south in between Palatka and St. Augustine, a half a mile, 8/10 of a mile. Moving inside the Beltway, at least part of the commute's looking a little bit better, but as that wet weather continues to spread, we may see this number drop again around Jacksonville. So now you've got fog as well as the wet roads to start your day. Out to the beaches. There you go, 77, 78 in Fernandina. Already doing it, both feet first, jumping right in to those lower 80s. Coastal zones, southeast Georgia, got you covered. Now, as we're watching what will develop this afternoon, it's about that 2 o'clock timeline where we could go with another round of the locally heavy rainfall under what becomes those scattered storms, most of which still line up along 95, Brunswick, and leading all the way south. Our temperatures are in the 70s, and here's the same idea, just a different model, but the numbers are what will be the big part of the story here for today. So this is running pretty close to what I just showed you. If you average all of those out, so we'll see those numbers going up. I mean, we're talking about a total here between yesterday and into today that could take us upwards of about 5 inches and another 2 inches possible from yesterday's rainfall, which at the airport was about 1/3 of an inch into the rain bucket here for today, and then tapering those amounts off throughout tomorrow. So we'll start off with temperatures, or we'll build up to temperatures rather in the upper 80s, coming up shy of our seasonal trend. 90s would be a norm. That 70% late afternoon, evening, we'll start to see it drop, but it doesn't do so all at one time. It's kind of a slow drop. We'll start tomorrow with at least a 30% build up to a 50-50 shot, and then by late afternoon, the dry air tries to nudge in. The models have it doing so, so we'll go with that 50-50 offering on Friday. A little drier out there on Saturday, at least throughout the morning. Afternoon showers popping up at 30% and becoming widespread once again on Sunday. Bruce and Jen, back to you.
Hi, Rich, thanks. Football season. It arrives today.
Jags training camp starts today. What you can expect from the players this week and this season next.
Up-close mentor for
Live at the practice field at Everbank. Jags training camp starts today. We hope to and expect to see some change. Coach Doug Marrone says it's going to be anything but easy. Cole Pepper joins us on the morning show. Hey, buddy, talking about Coach, what is his biggest challenge?
I think the biggest thing is changing the culture of the team, and it's something that he's talked about in the offseason, that Tom Coughlin has talked about in the offseason, making this a team that cares about being physical and winning. Those are two big things. Gus Bradley did not focus on those two words. You didn't hear that very often. It was about improvement. It was about culture. It was about enthusiasm. It didn't translate to wins. Doug Marrone's got to change this into being a team that cares about winning and that cares about being a physical team. The other part of this, Bruce, I think, is how does he interact with Tom Coughlin? And what happens when there is, some adversity? How will Doug Marrone and Tom Coughlin work together? Will Coughlin be able to hold back enough? He's a guy who wants to win in the worst way.
And he's a coach at heart.
when things get a little dicey, how will Coughlin and Marone interact and work together?
Okay, so but what I hear you really saying about the culture is from we've got to improve, almost like Nike, just do it.
Just win. They just win, baby. I mean, it's an Al Davis line for the Raiders, but they've got to win. They haven't had a winning season since 2007, so they've got to turn things around.
Yeah, they haven't had a 500 season since 2010. We'll talk about that in a second. Talking about can they win? Can they win with Blake Bortles?
It's a huge question. This is decision year for the Jaguars quarterback. If they wind up finding out that Bortles is the guy, that they can go forward with him, then you've got your franchise quarterback. You're set for the future, and no worries. If not, you're talking about a team that's going to have to reload with a new quarterback for next year. This is the time that, Bortles has to be, I think, better than he was in his second season, certainly better than he was last year in his third season. Some of that can be attributed to the shoulder injuries, but he has got to be better. He has to show, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that he is the franchise quarterback.
And let's talk about being better when it comes to the defense. You've got the stats, then you've got the reality.
Well, they've been very good statistically in a lot of areas recently. They added some bodies in that position with Calais Campbell and A.J. Boye and Barry Church, so 3 established players there on the defense. They haven't always delivered the outcomes they want, even though some of the stats have been good. Just because they've been a top 10 defense at times, they were number 6 in the league last year. Teams didn't have to risk much against them. So they've got to be better. They've got to rush the passer better. That's a big part of it.
And Leonard Fournette, he's a big part of the equation here. And the question becomes, can he start and can he better the running game?
Well, and for most teams, the quarterback is the guy who leads the personality of the offense. I think for the Jaguars, their dream scenario is that Leonard Fournette leads the personality of the offense. They become a more physical team, that he runs the football, and he looks like the guy who was the best running back in college, basically throughout his entire college career. He was the best running back in high school, his high school career. Let's see if he can do it in the NFL.
And talk about cheerleaders, Malik Jackson. He was quoted the other day as saying, I believe the Jaguars will win the Super Bowl this season. That's what I believe, and until we lose, that's when I'll believe differently. And that attitude has got to permeate camp.
Well, and by the way, that's exactly the kind of attitude that he should have and everybody should have. Right now, the Jaguars are tied for first place. They're tied for the best record in the National Football League. Everybody's 0-0 right now. So you have to have that belief. And I think they have the components to be a winning team this year. I mean, if I'm betting your money, Super Bowl is a long shot. But I think they have a chance to be a winning team. If those things fall into place that we've been talking about, they've got to be better at getting those outcomes. They can't just feel good about themselves. They got to win, and having guys like Malik Jackson, other guys who are real pros, is going to help them get the
and there was a bright spot yesterday. USA Today came out with its poll, and basically they said they think that the Jags are going to finish 500 ball this year, 8-8, first time since 2010.
And by the way, I think everybody would expect if an 8-8 season would be cause for success, cause for celebration. That's a win this year. Again, they haven't had a winning record since 2007. That was the last time they were in the playoffs as well.
It's a building year.
It is.
Kind of like the Gators.
Both hope that this is a surprise year for both teams.
There you go, Cole. Thanks. Hey, if you'd like to rewatch this interview so that you can go ahead with your fantasy football picks and, make your bets about the Jags this coming season, Cole and I can join you again on news4jax.com on the morning show page in the video section about 10:30 this morning. We'll be right back.
In this moment,
from the local station, the morning show starts now.
A terrifying accident, a ride malfunctions on the first day of the Ohio State Fair, killing a teenager and injuring several other people. Good morning, everyone. We are going to hear from a witness who was at the fair when part of that ride literally flew off.
I'll tell you what, the video is chilling, and as a result, no more rides at the fair for the time being until they do some inspections. But first, we're in for some more scorching temperatures. And one Florida lawmaker is working to tighten laws when it comes to leaving a child inside a hot car.
Now, right now, the law says that a child can be left in a car for 15 minutes or less with the engine turned off, but it can take minutes for the temperature, as we know, inside a car to spike. How the representative is hoping now to change this law.
And we know a lot of you are headed out to work in the next few minutes. Before you go, though, there may be something you're doing that could be a career buster. Do you know what it is?
I think it's something we struggle with all the time.
Not getting enough sleep.
Shocking.
So a job expert.
It's a good thing we all have jobs.
Yes, a career expert has some do's and don'ts.
So do quit. Don't stay.
Do get more sleep.
Do work stateside.
Don't get more sleep on the job. I know that's
Do you know that? Do you? I mean, we've had so many sleep stories lately.
I know.
What are they trying to tell
Every
us?
time. Well, no, I mean, we do them all the time.
Well, I think,
All
you know,
the
I think,
I know what it's trying to
everybody
tell
is
us.
so busy and they're so sleep deprived. You know, whether it's, you know, just being consumed by your job and parenting or.
You don't have the right pillow?
Or the kid. The pillow, the kid coming in the middle of the night. Mommy, I want to sleep with you, Mommy.
Yeah.
Go to bed.
Or you're so exhausted, you're like, fine, just get in. I want to sleep.
That's true. That's
It's more like my scenario.
All right, so guys, we have some good news. You know, we've been doing our Kicks for the Kids campaign, begging people to donate shoes because we know the kids need it. Today, just about a half an hour ago, we had a drop-off. A viewer came in with 2 bags of shoes. Everybody went wild. Isn't that cool? Hey, we appreciate it. So we were like, shoot it, get some video. So for anyone out and got this
I think I see my size over there. Okay.
Well, you cannot have those because they are for a child.
They're for needy kids.
1,200 we gave away so quickly last year, so we need them.
Yes.
And those
Oh,
boxes
yeah.
are kind of empty, so help us out.
And you know, let me just say, you know, without talking about particular brands, sometimes it's buy one, get one for 50% off.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're doing some back-to-school shopping for your kids,
It's easy to do.
you've got the tax-free holiday that's coming up as well, and you pick up an extra pair,
Great
help a child in need.
opportunities.
It's a good
So
opportunity.
needed.
It really is. All right, let's get a quick check on the weather. The sea breeze is going to dictate what happens later in the day, but right now there's some problems in southeast Georgia.
Yeah, we continue to watch those, and you're looking at the 7-day forecast right now. The radar continues to light up across the board in southeast Georgia, mainly 95 and into our coastal areas, and also pushing from the south to the north. Another go-around for showers and storms in the mix. That 70%, it's back on us starting mainly after about 2 o'clock this afternoon. We'll take you through that forecast coming up in just inside about 10 minutes. 3 minutes after the hour, let's check in with Crystal. And your Keith Pearson Toyota, time to see the traffic.
We're still seeing that fog and those wet roadways over there on the west side towards Baldwin. I just want you all to be aware. Richard, do you mind pressing play over there on that computer? It looks like there is a crash out there along I-10 and US 301. Thank you so much. It's on the right-hand side. Thanks. So it'll allow me to kind of zoom in and be more proactive here. So if you're traveling along I-10, this is near Baldwin and US 301, you're going to see a crash. It's going to be blocking at least one lane, I-10 eastbound, just before you hit US 301. And this was an area with a lot of that dense fog throughout the morning, so that could have been an issue that caused this crash. So just make sure you use plenty of time as you're traveling along I-10 eastbound if you're heading towards I-295 in Jacksonville, and leave that extra space between you and the vehicle in front of you. That was your Keith Pearson Toyota Time Saver Traffic. Mel.
Well, this morning, all rides at the Ohio State Fair shut down. Why? A ride broke apart in midair.
Melanie's following this story. Mel, a teenager was killed during this terrified incident, and this is the kind of thing you see, and it makes you nervous ever going to any other fair again.
And there are a lot of people who just won't ride fair rides because of stuff like this. It's so rare. It rarely happens, but when it does, it certainly is terrifying. So it was an 18-year-old who was killed. 7 other people were injured, some of them very seriously. Now, this happened just before 7:30 last night. Passengers were thrown from the ride. It's called the Fireball. So it goes back and forth like a pendulum, and then it also spins. So the riders on that, they were teenagers up until their 70s. This ride is as high as 40 feet in the air it goes. It had been inspected multiple times prior to this happening, and a witness, she gets teary-eyed, very emotional as she explains what happened.
It started shaking and stuff. It's shaking real bad. The girl, she was just like, my seat keeps shaking, my seat keeps shaking. And then it just flew off. The whole thing flew off.
Now, Ohio Governor John Kasich has ordered a full investigation. He also says all the rides must be closed until they can do additional safety inspections to make sure that this never happens again. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Mel. A court appearance 4 decades now in the making. In less than an hour, the family of a man shot and killed during a robbery in 1974 is getting a first look at the person charged in the crime.
Johnny Miller will face a Duval County judge after being extradited from New Orleans. He's been posing as a street performer there for more than 2 decades. Police say he is the man who robbed and killed Fred Farah while working at a Grand Park convenience store.
Channel 4's Ashley Harding's joining us now live from outside the courthouse downtown. Ashley?
Jen, good morning. Fred Ferris family members are expected to be here at the jail for his first court appearance, which is happening at 9 o'clock this morning. Jail records show Miller was booked shortly before 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon. This family has really been waiting a long time for this day, but they know they are far from being alone. There are many others still waiting for justice. This video you're looking at right here is of a recent fundraiser. The proceeds went to Project Cold Case. This is a Jacksonville-based group which puts the spotlight on unsolved crimes. The whole idea is to generate new tips and lead to arrests. Now, Fred Ferris' case was highlighted by Project Cold Case. This was just a couple months before police announced that Johnny Miller had been linked to the crime. Ferris' son says he never lost hope.
I never gave up. I always knew that there's somebody out there that was responsible for my father's murder, and I really wanted to find out who that person was. And with the help of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, we were able to get that information.
And Miller's first appearance is in less than an hour. News4JAX will be inside. We will keep you updated on what happens during that hearing. We're live downtown. Ashley Harding, Channel 4, the local station.
Ashley, thank you. It's a story that we see all too often. Parents leaving their children in hot cars. We did some checking, and we found out there have been 5 cases of that happening in this area alone so far this year.
So just last week, a 30-year-old, Elena Shravrova, left her 2 kids inside a car at Walmart for more than 20 minutes. She has now been charged with child neglect as a result. One Florida lawmaker is working now to tighten what is being called a loophole in the law in the form of how long you can legally leave your child inside a car that's turned off.
Channel 4's Allison Henning joins us live. Allison, so parents are weighing in about this. What do they have to say?
A lot of parents I spoke with were actually surprised to hear that there was even a law that allowed for 15 minutes. One parent I spoke with made a good point. She said, you know, this is Florida, and with temperatures climbing above 90 degrees very often, even 1 minute in the car is one too many.
Even just turning the car off for 2 minutes, you can already start sweating in there.
Right now, it's illegal for parents to leave their kids inside a car for 16 minutes or longer. But according to Florida law, 15 minutes or less in a car that's turned off is allowed. Some parents we spoke with are shocked.
If you're taking a kid, you should take them with you no matter what.
Sometimes you can kind of forget how long it's been, you know, so it could easily go past that and, you know, something bad could happen to your child. I mean, I don't know why you would take the chance.
So how hot can a car get in 15 minutes? Well, we turned our car off just before noon yesterday when it was 87 degrees outside. We put a thermometer on the seat out of direct sunlight. And after 15 minutes, temperatures inside topped 100 degrees. State Representative Emily Schlossberg tells News4JAX she wants to get rid of that 15-minute time frame, making it illegal for someone to leave a child unattended inside a car for any amount of time. She expects to file the bill next week. We reached out to Safe Kids Northeast Florida to get their reaction. A spokesperson says if it would increase awareness of children dying from heat stroke in cars or ending up in the emergency room, the group supports this proposed legislation.
According to Safe Kids Worldwide, more than half of the deaths from kids being left in these hot cars are from their parents actually forgetting. So parents, here's a reminder. You can put something that you're going to need at your next stop, like a bag, or for gentlemen, a phone in the back seat. You can buckle it up. That way you do not forget about your little ones. We're reporting live this morning. Allison Henning, Channel 4, the local station.
Thank you, Allison. This morning, President Trump facing backlash. It's a day after he announced transgenders would no longer be allowed to serve in the U.S. military.
So the White House says that the move will prevent the Pentagon from paying for medical costs associated with gender confirmation. A study found that transgender services for military personnel could be between $2.4 and $8.4 million a year. Right now, there are more than 15,000 transgender people currently serving in the U.S. military. Ramping up security, the TSA announces new electronic screening policies.
So what do you need to do now to accommodate those new policies? Find out before you fly. That's ahead. And Mother Nature's flying in with some rain. Cloudy at the beach right now. South Georgia, you're getting hit. The rest of the area depends on the sea breeze. Rich has your forecast.
But first, do you feel like you're barely staying on top of your work? What small things can be negatively affecting your career? Next.
Local stories from your neighborhood, worth watching every day.
clothes mentor.